So today has just become the day of album react. This week has just become the week of album reactions because I did the Stray Kids album, doing Solar's album. I also plan to react to Wien's album. I think as of right now, those are the only album reactions. Might do 80s as well, actually, twice. I've just we have a lot of albums to get through. Again, this is a big game of catch up I've been doing. I was actually gonna do this like days ago, but school was kicking my ass. University, ghetto. So that's why I'm late. That's why it also took me a while to get to all the Stray Kids stuff because they came back very active right now. There's a lot going on. Planning to do some more reaction to Stray Kids after this. It's a lot. My faves are just it's so much. It's good. I love the content, but it's overwhelming sometimes. Anyway, my girl is Solar. I'm pretty sure her album's name is Face. Could be wrong, but I am 82%, let's go with that, sure that her album's name is Face. Could be wrong. Honey was a bop. That video, that was the whole reaction was honestly me just losing my mind over Solar's like outfits. That was me fully watching the Honey video. It was just me losing my mind over her outfits. I think that video was like 10 minutes long, losing my mind over her outfit. So finally gonna do this is her first album, I'm pretty sure. I want to say I could be wrong, but I'm like, we're gonna turn it up. I'm 98% sure this is her first album, which is wild. I'm very interested to hear what it sounds like. Yeah, let's not dilly dally. Let's get into it. I think it's probably an intro. It's less than 2 minutes, so I'm assuming it's an intro. The first song is called Raw. Also, I thought this is a lot shorter than I thought it was gonna be. Like, I thought there were gonna be a few more tracks on the album. I think it's, including Honey, I think it's 5 or 6 in total. Don't know why, thought it would be longer. Anyways, the first song is Raw. Let's get into it. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay. I'm telling y'all, before this even starts, I already really fucked heavy with this instrumental. The women of Mama Moo know how to do an intro. I will never shut up about synopsis on Wien's album. That shit fucking slap. Bop. Anyways. Hey. Okay. I'm so annoying. Is this my favorite song already? But is this my favorite song? This is giving me the parallels to this reaction already, and not we and Moonbill's album reaction. Crazy. I love this already. Holy Raw is best go. Sorry. The snaps? Hey. The little in the back. So let me just listen to the song. Sing so loud. I just wanna be raw. This took a journey that I wasn't expecting. Like I feel like these past like 10 seconds, so much instrumentally just happened. I feel like my brain couldn't even process what I just heard. Are you kidding? Nah, we have to. No, I need to take this from the beginning. Let's go. Just do what I want. This part doing tapping into her lower register, I'm going to buy. I was gonna say die and pass away, and I said pie. I'm losing my mind.
신선해 야야야야야만 해 상처났던 손톱 위에 새롭게 또 담아 I just wanna be raw.
What is this? I'm
I just wanna be raw. Raw.
that like I don't think it's a flute. What is the family of instruments that flutes are in called? I don't think, is it brass instrument? I don't think so. I don't think it's the brass instruments. I'm uncultured. Whatever that like flute adjacent sound is going on in the background. Side note, didn't think I'd be drawing this comparison, but I heard a lot of like similar sounds in the Ordinary album by Stray Kids. Wasn't expecting to hear that here as well, but cool. Y'all going crazy for that in 2022, I guess.
I just wanna be raw. Raw.
This beat drop is.
I just wanna be raw. Raw, raw.
Oh, okay. That wasn't the. I'm so tired. Like I feel like I need to make myself a cup of coffee. I'm already so tired, and we're not even really like halfway through the first song.
I just wanna be raw. Raw, raw.
The choreo for this is probably fucking crazy. I hope there's choreo.
I just wanna be raw.
This is I feel. What is the song? Who made this? Who produced this? We're fighting. Are you kidding me? What?
I just wanna be raw.
Woo! This is my favorite song. This is my favorite song.
Raw.
I'm gonna assume that was just the outro for the channel. I'm so tired of this group. What is wrong with them? How are you gonna start your album like this? Huh? What's wrong with you? I mean, again, I'm very I said in a lot of my album reactions, but particularly the ones I've been doing more recently, I'm a very big fan of like following narratives within albums. I'm a very big fan of like specifically albums that tell stories. And given the how do I phrase this? The images and pictures and visuals we've seen alongside with this album and the album being called Face, I think we're going to get a lot of discussions of who Solar is, her identity, discussions surrounding that, and for all the song being like upbeat and fun, she quite literally says, "I just want to be raw. I just want to be myself. I just want to be my authentic being." Again, like really wasn't expecting to draw these parallels, but I think it's just because these are like the two K-pop albums I've been listening to the most recently. Well, I'm listening to Solos and I just listened to Stray Kids, but there's also a lot of that discussion within that album. I don't know, dog. 2022 is the year of identity, not crises, more like I guess identity conversations. So I'm here. Listen, I'm not. This song is a fucking banger. Are you kidding me? This is my favorite song. No offense to Honey. She's cute. Love her. Fucking love the visual. Raw? Raw? This is my favorite solo song she's ever made. I'm not even being dramatic. This is my favorite solo song. I'm aware I have like, what, 4 more songs to get through. This is currently my best go. Not even just on this album, in Sola's discography. This is my fighter now. Raw, best go. So the bar is already very high. It's incredibly high. After Raw, I need to be impressed with the remainder of this album, especially if that's how you start off your album. I'm just saying. Anyways, okay, so the next song, I think it's pronounced Chap. I don't know how else it could be pronounced, but again, I don't know. Anyways, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1. This sound reminds me of Selfish by Moonbyul. That was like the first thing my brain went to. It reminds me of Selfish by Moon. That's just where my brain went, I guess. Sounds cute. feel like it'd be fun. Let's go. Oh, never mind. Oh, by never mind, I meant on it sounding like selfish. This is completely never mind. It was more that beginning portion that like reminded me so much of selfish. Hey, hey,
눈만 마주쳐도 자꾸 웃음이 나 clap 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 분위기 맞춰 oh 나나나나나
hey.
oh 나나나나
Let's go.
누구에겐 사실 듣기 싫은 그 소리 나에게는 뭐가 이리도 다 좋은지 앞만 봐도
Sing so loud.
너의 아재 개그 맞춰도 거의 나에게는 짐이 펠런 쇼 이쯤 되면 알겠네 Yes I'm crazy
Hey. I think this is definitely more of like a R&B pop sound, I guess is where I would put it. And I feel like I think, okay, from obviously Solar's making more music now, her own sound is getting out there, but I feel like from the songs we've heard from her, I feel like a lot of it tends to be like very, very high energy a lot of the time. And I think this is definitely one of the more relaxed songs, at least so far. Y'all know, I shouldn't be speaking. We heard Raw and the 4,000 different chorus drops and instrumentals that were going on, so maybe I'm speaking too soon. But this definitely is, in my opinion, a bit more of a relaxed sound from her. This part? Okay. Okay. I definitely think I like the verses more than the chorus, at least from what I've heard. Like, the chorus is fine. Like, I have no issues with it, but I think it's just that like it's not a bad chorus by any means. Like, it's okay, but the verses, like we all know, so like sing. We don't like guys. We know, but the vocals in the chorus, I mean in the verse. Like, do you hear this? Okay. Ooh, it's like a like key sounds in the. I don't know why I did this. It sounds like almost like dial tones in the background. That is. The verses of this song are so good. They're so fucking great. Sing it solo. Hey. See, this is what I was talking about. Sola loves her like fucking 400 switch ups. I think I think it's just gonna be a thing in her music. I called it. I was like, y'all know this is gonna be 400 different instrumentals going on in the background of the song. I swear to God. It's not bad. I just think it's a pattern. Bop. I also think I did enjoy the chorus a lot more the second time around, so I don't know if I just needed to give it another listen for me to get into it. Like I definitely got into it a lot more the second time around. Especially like the first portion of the chorus I really liked when she's talking about he looks cute, he looks so good just even eating, he looks sweet and that I was like, okay, maybe I was wrong. I am not a woman who cannot admit when she's wrong. And maybe I was wrong. Maybe the chorus do be slapping. Okay, I can admit that. Very cute song. Um, Kind of not. I don't know. I guess I wasn't expecting anything romantic in this album. I don't know why I came in with these expectations, but anyways, I was very surprised that we got like a romance song, and I can't think of the lyrics of Honey right now, so I don't know if it actually does kind of lead into it. But I like the song. It was very cute. I do love a good love song. Yeah, it was cute. It was fun. Really enjoyed it. So far, I'm very much enjoying this album, taking into consideration Raw, Honey, um, the song now. But like narratively, I'm very interested to see if we're gonna go anywhere from here, or maybe this is just gonna be one of those albums where it's just like almost like a compilation, I guess, just like songs Solar wanted to put together in a project. Might be that, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this album's trash because we don't get a narrative. I think there's also there's space for albums that are more in the compilation vein. But I guess we'll see. I mean, like I said, we still have I think now 3 songs I need to get through. Could be me and counting, me and mathematics. Okay, so we have 2 songs to get through. This one and the last one. I feel like this is such a short album. Maybe I've just gotten accustomed to at least like 7 song long albums. So I get anything. I guess in my mind, anything that's fewer than that is a little weird because I feel like this is going so quickly. But realistically, I've only have one. Unless I'm so scared I'm forgetting a song and I'll be so annoyed with myself if I am. Maybe after the song, I'll triple check that I have all the songs in order because it just feels short. Like it doesn't sit right with my spirit. The song is also called Big Booty. Um, I'm intrigued by where Sola is gonna go with this one. I don't know. I have no expectations. What should be a ballad? Watch her make this a ballad somehow. Anyways, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Is this gonna be about how everyone wants a big butt? I swear to God. Sola.
새빨간 사과 같아 모두가 탐내고 있어
Come on, piano.
여기는 얼굴 엉덩이는 덮어 설명이 더 필요해 no more 넘치는 건 오케이
Me and this piano.
매력있는 얼굴 엉덩이는 덮어 설명이 더 필요해
This
no
is the drums.
more 넘치는 건 오케이 모자라면 안돼 매력이 거기서 다 나온다네 취향 차이라지만 슈바비루밥
Hey.
엉망일 좋아해 네 남자친구들도 원한다고 말해 빙 돌리지 말고
Come on, horns.
Hey 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 내게 더 please baby 꼭 갖고 싶어서 그런 건 아니야 Big booty Big booty Oh big booty Oh my god Big booty A big booty 조그만 입술이 Hi there
Hey. Hey. Okay, so maybe I found another favorite. Maybe outside of Raw, this is like my favorite song. This fucking slaps high. Hey. Okay. This is my favorite part of the song. I even had to take my glasses off for this one. This is my favorite part of the song. Cool. Cool, cool. Right up, Sola, let's go. Yeah, this piano and I are gonna fight. I swear to God.
없어도 왠지 다 알 것 같은 느낌이 들어 매끈매끈해 막 탱글탱글해 뭐라 설명해야 할지도 몰라 What happened? 폰에 가득한 메로 모델 슈바비루밥 엉덩이를 좋아해 네 남자친구들도 원한다고 말해 빙 돌리지 말고 Hey 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 내게 너 please baby 꼭 갖고 싶은
Now this chorus, he
Big booty Big booty Oh big booty 크고 달콤한 이
Okay.
밤의 얘기를 더 들어봐요 So sweet and
the piano and I'm losing my mind.
이 밤의 얘기를 더 들어봐요 So sweet and chocolate You make me feel good 난 어때 난 몰래 난 tonight 내게도 please baby
Right up, so
갖고 싶으니까 이런 거야 Big booty Big booty 따리르라리르라이 Do you want something like that? Big booty Shh. Big booty Big booty, yeah, big booty.
okay. Okay, so I actually have thoughts. I like the song, but in terms of the lyrics, I feel like maybe I'm looking too deep into this, and that could fully be the case. I feel like it's a very easy song to look at on the surface level. Like maybe this could just be like, hey, some people like them cakes, and that's okay. But I feel like specific lyrics make me think this is more of a body image discussion in particular about how having a bigger butt is like a very sought after beauty standard. Specifically, what made me think of that, um, there are two lines that in particular made me think of it. The one was where she was talking about, I think she was like, oh, I'm looking at models on my phone or role models on my phone. And the other one is that where she, I think it's in the chorus where she's like, I'm not doing this because I want to. So that makes me feel like this is like her talking about a physical trait or physical attribute, I guess, that people strive after, but it's more in the sense that it's a beauty standard. Specifically, more often than not, women should aspire to attain like a big butt for a lot of people in a lot of different countries and cultures is like a very desirable trait, specifically again for women to have. I don't know if I'm looking too deep into it. Maybe it's just a song that's meant to be fun, lighthearted, but I feel like that's what the lyrics made me think of as I was like listening to the song and looking at them. It's like I think Raw is still my best girl, but I think this is my second favorite. So I was fucking in this. I was fully in this. Her vocal performance. I also feel like we've been getting a lot of conversations about sweets. Funnily, I mean, there's a whole song called Honey, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. But I'm also just noting that we've been getting a lot of discussions about like sweets, sweet foods. Not mad at it, do love a little chocolate here and there. I just think it's noteworthy, I guess. The fact that we're going to the last song is wild to me. So wild. Anyways. So I did my triple check, and yeah, there's only 5 songs on this album. Again, I think it's just because a lot of the time I'm so used to at least 7 songs on a given. I mean, Hwasa's album was also very short. It was just like 3 songs. So I mean that felt short too, but I don't know. I guess my mind is just so used to specifically in K-pop getting at least 7 songs. So when it's less than that, I'm like, whoa, did I miss out? I also just hate when I miss out on songs in a reaction. It's really annoying. I hate it. It doesn't happen often. I try to be as diligent as possible, but it's still super frustrating when it does happen. But yeah, I think this is this is everything wild. Again, crazy to me that this is the whole album. Anyways, we're on to the last song. Zinggle. Could be say. I'm gonna hear how she says. I'm gonna hear how she pronounces it. Anyways, let's get into it. Three, two, one.
Really do love you, my babe. 아니 그냥 징글징글해. 하루 이틀 싸우는 게. 야야야야. Really do love you 그래. 우리 매일
Okay.
아슬아슬해.
Kind of getting a little trap vibe here.
가시도치 말해. 난 비꼬듯이 말해. 넌 괜히 자존심에 blah blah blah. 너가 얘기만 해볼래. 좋다가도 또 싸우고 불고 울고 불고 we always like this, like this. Love you. 우리 왜 이러니? Hang on. 널 만난 건 행운인 걸까? Come on. 말해줘. I wanna know. Really do love you, my babe. 아니 그냥
Beat like fake out, so it's getting me because I was fully like, oh, are my headphones messing up? Okay, no, it was meant to be a pause. Cool. Cool.
Really do love you, my babe. 아니 그냥 징글징글해. 하루 이틀 싸우는 게. 야야야야. Really do love you 그래. 우린 매일 아슬아슬해. 아무리 그래도 난 너. Really loving you all I wanna do.
Okay.
기분이 좋은지 나쁜지 누구보다 잘 아는.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's fine. Everyone's gonna feel how they feel, and funnily enough, doing reactions is also kind of helped me affirm my opinions on songs because again, it's music, and everyone's gonna feel how they feel. Not gonna lie, for like the first half of this, I was like, this is like a fine song. Like it's a non-offensive song. It's completely okay. Don't hate it. Don't love it. Like it's fine. I am a liar because I got very into it. And having this like second verse come in specifically, it wasn't like I think it was like drums or whatever that beat was. This is already kind of shaping up to be another one of my favorites from this album. I judge prematurely. This
기분이 좋은지 나쁜지 누구보다 잘 아는 둘이 왜 반대로 행동했어 쓸데없는 다툼을 만들어 You hang on
let's go.
널 만난 건 행운인
Singing so long.
Come on 말해줘 I wanna know Really do love you my babe 아니 그냥 징글징글해
Sona really likes to experiment with her instrumentals. Like this album is very very like apparent with that. I kind of said that jokingly earlier, and I was like 7,000 different beat, but like she really does enjoy kind of messing with her listener and being like, oh, you thought the beat was gonna go this way? Think again, because I really thought we were gonna get another fake out. I appreciate it because it kind of keeps you on your toes when you're listening to her music. I mean, obviously, be aware when you're listening to anything, but like it's also kind of fun, I guess, being like, oh, the beat sounds different in this way, or like this is a completely different sound than we got in the first chord. Like it's kind of fun, actually.
말해줘 I wanna know Really do love you my babe 아니 그냥 징글징글해 하루 이틀 싸우는 게
Sorry to interrupt you. This is this my favorite bridge on this album? It might be. It might be. So fucked it up hype. Right up solo. You see, again, this is different to what we've been hearing throughout the rest of the song. Okay, I love her. Anyway, ma'am, I have a bias. Please leave me alone. Okay. Okay, I was being a hater. I was being a hater in the beginning. I can admit that. I can be honest with myself. Once again, fully ready to admit when I'm wrong. I really thought this would be one of those songs again that I would just be like, it's like fine, it's not offensive, don't dislike it. This is one of my favorite songs as well. This, Big Booty, and Raw are my standouts from this album easily. And 3 out of 5 ain't bad. I don't even dislike the other songs. It's just like the other three just fucking knocked y'all out of the park. No offense. No offense to the rest of y'all. I think Raw might still have my heart, but this might be my second favorite actually. I'm a very big fan of the R&B trap sounds within those specific genres. So when artists play with them and experiment with them and they do it well, which I think Solar did here, like, what am I gonna do? Say no? Of course not. This so again, I don't know why I wasn't expecting discussions of romance in this album, but I wasn't. I really did think it was kind of be. I mean, it's about her and her feelings, but just more like just focused on solo, I guess, rather than romantic relation. I don't mind. Again, we got bops from it, and this is obviously a discussion on the complicated feelings in her relationship with this other person because I can't remember if she cares about the other person or they just care about each other, but there's also so much fighting and conflict that it's not exactly the healthiest, most stable relationship and very complicated feelings surrounding that. Is it time to end things? Do we keep giving it another try? Is all this fighting even ultimately worth it? Bob, this is probably the strongest competition I've heard so far for like my favorite song. Like this is the song that's given Raw the most like this is making me rethink my thoughts of Raw as like my favorite song because this is great. This was a great ass song. What best way she could have really ended this album. I'm not mad. I'm really not mad at it. Still, I know I said this so many times now, but it's wild to me that this is the end of the album. I'm like, where are the other 2, 3, 9 songs? What's going on? Did I forget something? But this is it. Like this is the whole album. I enjoyed it very much. More of a relaxed album, I would say. Kind of just turn it on, maybe do some work in the background, kind of lie on your bed like Sunday afternoon vibe. That's the energy at least this album's giving me. But yeah, wild. Our girl's first album. Wow, my talented phase. I also need to listen to Weird's album. But yeah, so far everyone's album that I've heard, I've very much enjoyed. Like Sequence might be my favorite Moon album, so and I think this was a very I think this was a very good first project for Solar to put out, and I'm very interested to see where she goes from here, what other sounds she experiments with, what other sounds she decides are more her style and that she sticks to, other discussions that she potentially has in her music. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next story.